me see it. Tell me when you see
it. All right. Let me share this on Facebook.
Good morning, good evening, wherever you are across this beautiful nation and around the world. This is Deja Brew, and we are waking you up to truth, one drip at a time. Welcome back, my woman.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure. Always.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, darling.
So today we are talking about Ghislaine Maxwell
Mm-hmm.
and family because
Oh, yeah.
I have the family part.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you have the Ghislaine part.
Yeah. I've got some notes. I watched that documentary, Filthy Rich, and yeah, she was something else.
Yeah.
So I got a little bit of stuff just to show you what kind of person she is, whatever.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Okay. So let's dish. Let's start talking about it. I mean,
Okay.
as everybody knows who Ghislaine Maxwell is, it's not like we gotta like give anybody a recap or anything. Let's just jump right into it.
That shady bitch needs no introduction. All
Right.
right. So in August 2019, when Epstein died, that bitch disappeared. She has multiple citizenships, UK, France, and the US. She was accused of procuring underage girls to act as sex slaves for Epstein and other men.
Undo it.
11 months after his death, she was found in New Hampshire. And this part made me laugh. She tried to hide her location by putting tinfoil on her cell phone. So
What?
she's not as, yeah, it was in the documentary Filthy Rich. I laughed so hard.
It's like
Yeah.
the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. So her Oxford education really, like no common sense. She should
Yeah.
have thrown her cell phone in the woods and got a burner. That's what I would have done.
Right.
So charges
That's
were
crazy.
filed. Charges were filed for sexual exploitation and abuse of multiple minor girls. She could face up to 35 years in prison. So we got one of her survivors, Annie Farmer, met Maxwell when she was 16 through her sister Maria. The sisters were both abused by Maxwell and Epstein in the 90s. They reported it to authorities. Nothing was done. Surprise, surprise.
Right.
Then the sister, Maria Farmer, went to the FBI in 1996. Guess what happened? Nothing.
Right.
They both talked to reporters in 2002. Then they talked to the FBI in 2006. In 2019, when Epstein was arrested, they were hopeful that they would finally get, accountability, that they would get justice. But then Epstein committed suicide.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Mhm.
So now the victims are pissed because he won't face justice. All right, let's see. So we're going to back up to 1989. Christopher Mason met Ghislaine in November of 89. She was visiting from London. He was going to a nightclub and having dinner with friends who had been to Oxford with Ghislaine. He describes her as the life of the party, knew everybody, popular, vivacious personality. And then we got, I'm going to butcher this guy's name, Ian Relly. It's spelled Euan and then Relly, Rellie. He's an investment banker in New York. They have mutual friends. A couple of people he knew had dated her. He describes her as gregarious and glamorous, a bit raunchy and wild. But what made her more interesting was her father was a notorious business figure, Robert Maxwell. He describes Robert Maxwell as a larger than life character with a monstrous ego. Her father set her up in this life that allowed her to be a socialite. Then we got Lady Victoria Hervey is her last name, former model, Ghislaine's former friend. Lady Victoria is in her early 20s, or was in her early 20s, and she describes Ghislaine as very flirtatious, exuded like a mysterious character. She never stayed in one place too long. She didn't have to be a social climber. She was already at the top because of her father. She was kicking it with famous musicians, world leaders, etc. Then we got, I'm going to butcher this lady's name too, Petronella Wyatt. She was a journalist and Maxwell's family accountant. She says that Ghislaine Maxwell had never been sensitive to the feelings of others. She had no boundaries, was overtly sexual, but more as like an arranger and a teacher. Petronella was at a party, hadn't seen Ghislaine in a while, appears out of nowhere, grabs Petronella's hand, and suggests that she gives Petronella a lesson in the art of performing oral sex. Like, that's just weird.
Yeah.
Petronella was flabbergasted. Ghislaine would encourage girls at the parties to flirt with other men and literally go to bed with them. So it's like she was matchmaker for these rich dudes to get laid. It's very strange. Then we got Nicola Glucksman, met Ghislaine at Headington Hill Hall, family home of the Maxwells. Nicola was struck by how beautiful she was, says she was such a delight. Nicola was there for a dinner party. Oh yeah, this gets good. She didn't remember anybody else in the family being there, so it was just Maxwell and I guess friends and colleagues or whatnot. Ghislaine was about 29 at the time. Most of the people were around that same age. They had a nice meal, lots of laughter. Then Ghislaine disappeared and came back with a handful of scarves. Then demanded everybody's attention, then explained a game they were going to play. The men were going to be blindfolded with the scarves, and the women were going to take off their shirts and bras. The women would parade around in front of the men, and the men would then be able to fondle the women's breast and then attempt to identify who the breast belonged to. Like, that's just insane. Nicholas said this was her idea of a nightmare. She was incredibly shocked and started working on an escape plan. And she says that these women had no power and they were being invited by a woman to be assaulted. Now back to Petronella. She says Ghislaine grew up with sexism. Her father believed women were there for men's pleasure and convenience. Petronella met Robert Maxwell for the first time at her father's house and remembers noticing his wife Betty was like a poor dormouse. She didn't say a word. Robert Maxwell immediately started flirting with Petronella's mother and then with Petronella. Robert Maxwell treated his wife badly and was unfaithful to her. Ghislaine probably had it in her head that this behavior was normal. She was desperately fond of her dad. Robert Maxwell used to go around with Ghislaine like she was a mascot. It was a very odd relationship. He liked having her on his arm, but like in an unhealthy way. It was more like a man and his lover relationship, but not like in the physical sense that we know of, at least. But he was very proud. Yeah.
That's something I think I want to pull cards on in a little bit.
Hell yeah. He was very proud of her figure and that she was attractive and glamorous. Like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's a little.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like my dad's proud of me, but like that's just freaking weird. Um November 5th of 1991, there was Board of Mirror Group announces Robert Maxwell is missing at sea. Last seen before dawn off the Canary Islands in the Atlantic. Hours later, his body was found. So the death was big news. Like, had he been murdered? Had he fallen off of his yacht? Ghislaine, of course, was devastated. After his death, it came out that he had plundered the pensions of his workers. The scandal was so big she couldn't continue in London. She
Can I
moved to
just
New York.
interrupt you for a
Oh,
second?
of course,
Just
of
to
course.
say that if I remember correctly, a drowning victim's body will not float right away. It takes
Ah,
it takes several days before the body will float back up if you died from drowning. So
I see.
if they found his body within a reasonable amount of time, especially in the ocean, I would say he was probably there was foul play involved there.
Oh yeah.
And I remember reading about that before I ever even really knew a whole lot about the whole Epstein thing. It was
Mm-hmm.
just becoming a name, a household name.
Right.
And and then suddenly her dad was found dead at sea. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is a guy that owned yachts his whole life. Like him and
Yeah.
Trump used to wine and dine people on their yachts back in the millionaire days of their younger careers.
Yeah.
They were always trying to one up each other with their money and stuff. With their big
It's
yacht
the
and
I
all
didn't
that.
know that that a body would that if I didn't know that a drowning victim would that it oh
It'll sink
so yeah.
first. Because when you're drowning, your lungs are taking on the water, right? So that actually sinks you first,
Okay.
and you don't float back up until 3 or 4 or 5 days later when the body starts becoming gaseous.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got full body chills as you're talking about that. So
Yeah.
yeah. And they didn't talk about this in the documentary, but apparently Epstein knew Robert Maxwell. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah,
So did Trump.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, he was a millionaire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course these people are gonna know him. He was a
Mm-hmm.
freaking millionaire. And weird side fact on him, by the way, he actually, authored a lot of the English literature textbooks that are in our public schools.
That's
No shit.
crazy.
Robert
No
Maxwell.
wonder,
That's
no
why
wonder
Trump
our
wants to.
education system. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and one of Ghislaine's sisters as well is responsible for a lot of that, literature that went into the school textbooks.
To
Yeah,
brainwash our children.
sure. Into
Mm-hmm.
socialism and they've taken that whole woke agenda now all the way down to kindergartners.
Yeah.
I really, really hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God you homeschool.
Yeah, right?
'Cause, so,
I saw the writing on the wall a long time ago.
Ghislaine was broke, moves to the New York Upper East Side. She was out of money. Robert Maxwell had left his family in the lurch, but
Sorry, now I
she,
have the Jefferson song in my head. She moved up to the east side. I got the Jefferson song in my head. Now
oh,
moving
that's great.
on up. Go ahead.
Yes. Oh God.
I'll try to be serious.
No, you're cool. We don't want you to be serious. We want to take this yucky information and have fun with it, and that's why
Right?
this is so great. So yeah, Epstein used to work with Robert Maxwell. So of course, Ghislaine moves to the Upper East Side and meets Epstein. A rich man, had similar traits as her father. All right,
Yeah.
he was
Her dad knew Epstein.
talented. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, he
He's
was.
the connections to Mossad.
Mm-hmm.
He's the real connection.
Mm-hmm. He was talented, successful, but made little effort as a host. So it was like it was an odd dynamic. Ghislaine would they would be having parties, and Ghislaine would be making everybody comfortable, and he was like the attraction, and she was like the host. They
Right.
started being seen together, yeah, at
She's
all
the
these
handler.
parties. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's the handler.
Yep. And they were seemingly like as a couple. And their friends are saying that she seemed deeply in love with him, being touchy-feely with him. They seemed intimate. Her friend said she was always talking about him, seemed loyal to him. Let's see. Then we got in 1994, Liz Stein, they just said Liz Stein, survivor, met Ghislaine fall of 94 while she was a senior at the Fashion Institute of Technology. Stein was 21, worked at Henry Bendel's. Ghislaine comes into the store. Stein helps her shop, and they have conversations. Stein felt like she made a friend, that someone she could trust, and Ghislaine made her feel safe. Um, she told Stein she wanted her to deliver her packages to the hotel nearby. Stein gets there, and the concierge escorts her to the bar where she meets Ghislaine and Epstein. They told her their residence was being renovated and asked her to deliver the packages, then go up to the room. They're having normal conversations. Then Jeffrey gets up to go to the bathroom, and Ghislaine follows. They both come out of the bathrooms wearing bathrobes. The tone of everything changed and shit got weird.
Awkward.
Yeah, awkward. Shit got
Awkward.
weird.
What the bleep?
Yeah, I would have been like, later, screw your packages.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Epstein and Maxwell are standing there talking about relationships between men and women. Then they start kissing each other in front of Liz. They got increasingly intimate. Liz just kind of stood there in shock, like, what the fuck?
Right.
Um,
I would too.
yeah. Yeah. Liz thought thought she was there in a professional capacity. Then Ghislaine starts to encourage Liz to join in. Yeah. And started instructing her on how to please Epstein. Ghislaine,
God.
yeah. Ghislaine was insistent that Liz participate. And Liz was scared that the whole thing was going to turn into an assault. As soon as she could, she backed away, reminded Ghislaine that her boyfriend was coming into town, and she bolted. Let's see. One of their other friends said that Ghislaine couldn't feel secure without money. They kind of became dependent on each other. And then we got Robert
Who became
40.
dependent on each other? Her and Epstein?
Like, yeah,
Well, I call
like,
bullshit on that because her dad set them up to be together to begin with.
yeah, that would make more sense. Because, I mean, this was the documentary that was on Netflix. So it's probably,
Right. And
I take some of this with a grain of salt.
absolutely, especially you have to find out like who was the producer and director and writer of the documentary and where did
Mm-hmm.
the money come from, because
Yeah.
always, follow the money and it'll lead you back to the truth.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
that sounds like some spin to make it sound harmless and innocent,
Yeah.
make
Well,
her sound
I
more like a
think,
money hungry bitch rather than a evil bitch.
yeah. Well, from what I gathered from it, it's like Ghislaine was hobnobbing with the higher ups in society, like royalty, and
Mhm.
maybe Epstein wanted those connections, and then she wanted to be with somebody
He
with
was
money. I don't
already with
know.
CIA. No, he was
Okay,
already
so he
no,
was already hobnobbing with
they're
this
spinning
royalty.
they're spinning this because
They're spinning this.
because he already had
Okay.
his own connections with having all of Les Wexner's money, that owns Victoria's Secrets and running with that,
Okay.
pulling in the girls from everywhere. No, this is some
Yeah.
bullshit. I'm calling. Oh shit.
You are probably right. Let me skip to the. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Sorry.
Okay. No, it's good. You're the researcher. So now this this is towards the end of my little research here. There was in 1997 there was Christine Oxenberg, an author, Maxwell acquaintance. Ghislaine contacts her to meet her at her apartment. Says, "I'm going to change your life, give you a lot of money. You're going to meet everyone." And she wanted her to help her write a book, I guess, about her life. She wanted Christine to live with her for a year to learn everything about him. Um, she says, "You have to write a book for me," because she wanted Jeffrey to marry her. Well, where it gets really creepy, and this just blew my mind, my jaw dropped. Ghislaine actually tells her that Jeffrey's doctors say that he needed 3 orgasms a day. And that's when
Bullshit.
Christine, yeah, bullshit. What kind of witch doctor? Because
Listen,
that's,
I want a doctor that writes me an RX script like that.
I know.
Come on. Where's that doctor at?
For real. But that's when Christine realizes this shit's fucked up. And Ghislaine admits that she picks up 3 girls a day for Jeffrey. Like, she's hanging out at all these Upper East Side, with all these Upper East Side high school girls. And yeah, Ghislaine says that she can't keep up with his needs, so she drives around searching for girls that look like his type, offers them a couple $100 to give him a massage. And then Christine asks, "Who are these girls?" And Ghislaine says, "They are nothing, they are trash." Christine says she didn't realize they were children. Let's see. Yeah, and I think that's about all I got. So she couldn't keep up with his sexual appetite from his crazy doctor prescribing him 3 orgasms a day. So she goes out and basically hunts young girls for him. And
Yeah,
that's just crazy.
that is crazy. Their excuses are stupid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No real woman is going to be okay with that. No sane woman.
Hell no.
Mm-mm.
Hell no.
Mm-mm.
No. I can't even form a thought right now. I'm so beside myself over it. This is the most preposterous, ridiculous stuff I've
Yeah.
ever heard in my life. Like, this had to have been somebody that was trying to spin it and make it look like she ain't out there trafficking or something, that this was
Mm-hmm.
kind of like they did with the Diddy trial, right? How they was making it look
Yeah.
like he was just a swinger.
Yeah. No.
Motherfucker
No.
was way more than a swinger.
Yeah.
Come
He
on
was a
now.
fucking freak. He was a fucking
He's
freak.
more than a freak, because where's that daughter he adopted? Ava.
I
What's her
didn't know he adopted a daughter.
little white girl? She's went missing. Ain't nobody talking about that. Didn't know Maureen Comey bring that shit up in the damn court. Yeah,
Uh-uh.
little white girl. Ava. I forget her last name.
Wow.
Went
I had
missing.
no idea.
Yeah, this goes so much deeper and uglier than what the documentary
Oh, absolutely.
tells.
Absolutely.
They're just trying to spin it, make it look totally innocent and naive, like they were just
Mm-hmm.
freaks in the sheets, and that's not even what was going down.
No.
But
No.
we'll just click on over, because I'm gonna get on my soapbox if I don't just do this.
I love your soapboxes.
I know you do. Let's just go here.
So this is the sister,
Well,
Christine?
content pioneer and educator, best known as the creator and co-founder of Magellan. Maxwell also co-founded the software company Chiliad and is the author of several books. She is the program manager of learning technologies at the University of Texas at Dallas. Christine Maxwell is the daughter of Elizabeth Maxwell, a French-born Holocaust scholar, and Robert Maxwell, a Czechoslovak-born British media proprietor. She was born in Maisons-Laffitte, France, on August 16, 1950. Her father was Jewish and her mother was of Huguenot descent. One of 9 children, siblings include her twin sister Isabel Maxwell, brothers Kevin Maxwell and Ian Maxwell, and notorious Jeffrey Epstein confidant Ghislaine Maxwell. Her mother stated that all of her children were brought up Anglican. In 1960, her family resided at Heatington Hill Hall, where the offices to Robert Maxwell's Pergamon Press were also located. After completing her high schooling at Milham Ford Grammar School in Oxford, England, in 1969, she entered Pitzer College, Claremont, California, from which she received the degree of Bachelor of Arts with a major in Latin American Studies and Sociology in May 1972. In September 1973, she entered Lady Spencer Churchill College of Education near Oxford. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.
So that's her sister Ghislaine. I mean, Christine.
Christine. Okay.
Yeah, who has a twin. Christine has a twin. Isabel, I think was her name. And they come from a rich family.
Yeah.
So the whole spin in the documentary that Ghislaine just didn't like to be broke and all this, that bitch was never broke in her life.
Mm-hmm.
She's been is since she's been in jail, like for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that whole family is all about money. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Christine, the one I just showed, she actually took a page from Dad's book and went into learning how to author the textbooks. She took psychiatry, philosophy, those kind of things, right? So that she could know how the human mind works to manipulate people. Because personally, I think the whole family's in on this shindig. I think the whole family is probably Mossad.
Yeah.
Honest to God. Like, I
Yeah.
really do. Looking at all their backgrounds, I think all of them are in on it. And I don't know. It's so weird because it's not just Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine, you know?
No.
Like, her whole family was involved in it. Her dad is who brought Jeffrey into it and hooked him up with Les Wexner. Like, all of this was orchestrated and planned decades ago to help move all of these motherfuckers that we don't like right now into their Agenda 2030.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that is shocking. It's shocking that these people can put a plan in place and orchestrate little things, pull strings here and there for decades.
Yeah.
To get to an end goal.
Mm-hmm.
This is fucking crazy, dude. Crazy.
Yep.
And I firmly hope that Mr. Epstein is still alive and that he did turn state's evidence to help take these motherfuckers down and that it really is treason season.
I hope so.
For a whole host of people.
I feel like it is. That video you shared with me about Benny Johnson, he was saying, arrest Obama or whatever was the biggest trending topic on the planet right now.
Right.
Like all these fuckers are going down.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm just trying to answer our chat at the same time.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
multitasking.
Yeah, look at the chat.
Multitasking. Okay, I had some other things I want to share because I got like lots of Wikipedia stuff that I have found on people.
Okay.
So let's start with Christine. I don't know if that's Wikipedia. That one's Wikipedia. Here we go. Okay, so Christine Maxwell, born August 16th, 1950, blah, 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 blah. Early life and education, blah, blah. So here we go. She's an editor for Pergamon Press Publishers in the early 70s. Spent most of her 70s and 80s working for her father, which included running the West Coast office of Pergamon Press, which is part of the textbook publishing stuff. Okay. And then the other big deal thing about Christine is that she has, let me see if I can, is it on this one? She actually created the, yeah, here it is, FBI's counterterrorism data warehouse. So as of August 2019, Maxwell served as the board director of Chiliad. And Chiliad is the name of the technologies company that the FBI and and UK intelligence, British intelligence use to find out information on their citizens, their own citizens.
No.
Right? So here we have more little tentacles in the
Mhm.
mix of a fucking Maxwell that provides the FBI with information on us, the taxpayers.
Yeah.
Like literally anything they want to know on us. They turn to Chiliad Technologies and boom, they've got it in minutes. All kinds of dirt they can find on us.
It's crazy.
Very crazy. Yeah. Very crazy. Now we go over here to this one. And this is her 2022 research fellowship at the University of Texas. Okay. So she's actively still today, currently involved in our policy, our education system, our business. And if you look down here, it says Maxwell has a long track record in publishing innovative reference works for the general public. She published one of the very first internet yellow pages because she's got that technology to find anybody.
Wow.
See? Do you see how deep this is? This is
Oh
not
yeah.
this
Yeah.
is not good. And then even her husband is involved. He's an astronomer and a physicist, and he works with the Leonardo International Society of Arts, Science, and Technologies. I mean, this dude is actually putting information into our educational systems and scientific fields per their opinions as well,
Mhm. Yeah.
right? So the shit runs deep.
Oh yeah.
And then we have the twin sister, Isabel. And I don't know, she doesn't look as threatening. I'll say that for her. Fraternal twin to Christine.
Okay.
But her career is in film and TV
Wow.
in America.
So they're controlling what our children learn in school. They're controlling what the masses see on TV.
Yeah. Are you seeing a picture form here
Mm-hmm.
called Nazis?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the playbook of the Nazis.
Oh yeah.
Control the narrative in every direction. And that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what they're doing. And I'm sorry, but this is not cool. I'm not okay with this. And
No.
this stuff needs to be exposed because these people need to go down.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we're back to Ghislaine, who is now offering to hand over the client list if they let her out of prison. And I don't think they should do that.
No. Hell no. Hell no.
There were underage children and their accusers that were sealed in her trials under the guise of protecting the child. Her perpetrator, his name also sealed. Basically, he's a nobody. He's not a famous person, right? By no means. But
Right.
still, we have a 15-year-old child in her court case. that was sealed and moved out of any prying eyes way, so that you could not see that there actually was a client list, there actually was trafficking, that this actually was basically the process of using human beings as currency
Yep.
and blackmail.
Oh yeah.
And so for her to just hand over a client's list is not good enough for me, because I think this bitch needs to fry.
Yeah. I want to see her hang. I want to see them all hang.
You know what? Honestly, I want to see all of them get sent to Gitmo and have to work on the chain gang for months and
Yes.
months and months in all kinds
Yes.
of fucking weather, and do the
Yeah.
unspeakable things that are usually beneath them, and really
Yeah.
fucking suffer, make them
Yeah.
crash out on Killery Way, which is a real
Yeah.
street at Gitmo.
Ah.
Yeah. I want to see them suffer first.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I want, because a quick death is too good for any of them. You go
Amen.
harming children and trafficking them and using them as a commodity and a currency and making money off of them and getting your kicks out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You deserve the most inhumane punishment known to man.
Yes.
My opinion.
Yeah.
And I won't apologize for feeling that way.
Oh, hell no.
I will not apologize.
And all the satanic shit they were doing on that island.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
And I'm sure you know the rumors that unfortunately they're just rumors and we can't prove it, that a lot of these people have been dealt with quietly behind the scenes. You know, like, I hope that's true. That, you know, like, this is just a movie playing out for the masses.
Interesting that you would bring that up, because one of my brothers, I have 4, well, 3 now because one passed away, but one of my brothers used to follow very closely the things that I would talk about with trusting the plan, and that it's all a movie, and that it's, you know, you got to let it play out in time and all that stuff. And then nothing happened. So understandably so, like many other people, he got really frustrated with it. He said, to hell with it. The plan is a farce. You know, it's a psyops. You're being duped and all this stuff. And he didn't want anything to do with it. Well, today he sent me a link to, I guess, let me know that Obama is now under investigation and facing charges and stuff. And I was like, I literally replied back to him and said, didn't I tell you to trust the plan? Get your popcorn, baby. It's time to watch the show. And it's called Treason Season.
Treason season, baby. Yeah. Because, I mean, some of these people disappear for a minute and then they come back looking totally different. Like in 2020 or maybe 2021, after the whole pandemic, fucking Fauci disappears and then he reappears and his nose is like 3 times as long. You know, like, and I know these people have body doubles and whatnot.
Well, yeah, and you never know, for some of them, we might be using like an actor or something, because they've already dealt with them accordingly. You know,
Exactly.
like, no name McCain and Bush Senior, you know, allegedly, they
Yes.
were already dealt with as well. And I mean, we saw very plainly at McCain and Bush Senior's funeral that the flag that lay across their casket was upside down and it was wrinkled, and both of those are a no-no unless they're a traitor to their country.
Yep.
Because that is the only reason that it's okay to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And McCain wanted to be all like he was a POW and all this bullshit. Motherfucker, you were over there helping them steal our people and put them in prison. Please. I did the research on your ass. I know you.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, some of them probably already got dealt with. And with the whole thing with the Biden auto pen and stuff, now that's going to be null and void. I do feel like a whole lot of people are going down It's time to sing that timber song.
Hmm. Well, I remember when Biden was doing all of those pardons, like my gut instinct was, this is a show. This is going to come back. These pardons are going to be undone somehow. I just didn't know how,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Well, that and the fact that his whole presidency was a fake, stolen election thing, that makes everything null and void too. So it was
Mhm.
kind of a gotcha both ways, you know,
Yeah.
win-win. And I'm really glad that we're at this point now where we can openly talk about it and the censorship isn't there. Have you noticed
Right.
that? Like we can
Yeah.
say some shit now that before you couldn't. I mean,
Yeah.
they choke you out, yank your video, throw it in the
Yeah.
trash, not even ask you about it or warn you. There's
Channel
just
would disappear.
gone.
Yep.
It's just gone. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. And now it's not like that. They are still a little careful with some words, but understandably so because they are trigger words, you know,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
ones that we got to be careful with now. Now there's some people that are still conforming to the old rules, like Nino. I've noticed that Nino acts like he can't say nothing on the tube anymore, and you got to go to his Patreon account and pay for the good information and shit. Which I'm gonna give you 2 thumbs down, like Siskel and Ebert right now, motherfucker. I'm calling you out because that's bullshit. If you were
Yeah.
really out there to try to tell the truth and share it with the world, you wouldn't be charging a fucking fee for it.
Right.
So
Right.
that's what I think of you, Nino.
Amen.
That's bullshit. Now, Benny Johnson, on the other hand, I give him props.
Oh yeah.
This dude is on it, cranking out videos, so many videos a day, and every bit of it is free to the public. Every bit of it.
Yes, it is.
And he'll
And
even
he's just adorable.
he is adorable, and his family's adorable, and he lets
Hmm.
me use his content without trying to flag me for copyright bullshit, unlike
Nice.
Nino. I'm down on Nino right now, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
I
okay.
was so totally in his corner, right? It's called Nino's Corner. I was
Yeah.
so in his corner when he first started and he was first becoming a truther. And I'm like, yay, we've got some prominent people that are finally waking up because they have a bigger
Mhm.
voice than people like me, you know?
Right.
So I was really happy about it, really glad. And then this motherfucker starts charging for all the juicy stuff. Fuck you.
Hmm. Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
you. I will never do that to my people, and I will never do those paid advertisement bullshits. You will
Uh-uh.
never have to sit here and listen to me spiel about anything unless I just really like it and want to tell you about it.
Exactly. Exactly.
That is my swear and promise to you all, because I hate that shit. I pay for premium so I don't have to watch ads, and then I still got to listen to them blubber about shit. I hate
Yep. I
that.
just I just skip right over. I just fast forward through like,
I
oh, they're
do too,
talking
but
about some
man,
crap I don't care about. Let me just
yeah,
skip
me
ahead
too.
a little bit.
If I can
Yeah.
skip it, I sure do, because I can't stand it. I feel like they're sellouts. That's the way I feel about it. They're sellouts. I mean, they got so many viewers, you know, and subscriptions and likes that YouTube's paying them to do
Yeah.
what they're doing. They don't need to be charging people and doing all this extra. That's just money hungry motherfuckers, in
Right.
my opinion.
Right.
That's the way I feel about it. I'm done now. I'm gonna stop bitching. We can get back to Ghislaine. I'm gonna get off my soapbox now. Ooh, I went and worked myself up in a sweat. Lord, having a hot flash. Okay, so what else do I have on this stupid old woman? Let me see. Let me see what else I got here.
And can I just be a catty bitch and say her haircut is stupid?
Yeah, it's
I
real
just think she
stupid,
I
ain't it?
just think she looks stupid with that haircut.
I do too.
Always have. She doesn't have the face to pull off short hair.
Agreed. Okay, let me share this thing I found on X. Phew, I'm telling you, I'm hot. I done got worked up. Okay, so this person that calls herself Scorpio says, did you know the FBI once relied on software co-founded by Ghislaine Maxwell's sister to power its 911 data mining. Let's talk about Chiliad, the forgotten platform that quietly laid the groundwork for modern surveillance. Christine Maxwell, yes, that Maxwell family, co-founded a company called Chiliad, which developed large-scale search and data fusion technology. Its job? Connecting structured and unstructured data like emails, phone logs, financial transactions across government networks. After 9/11, the FBI launched the Investigative Data Warehouse, known as the IDW, its first major effort to centralize intelligence. At its peak, it held 700 plus million records. Chiliad powered the search layer. Think Google for spies. The system was so effective, it was adopted across multiple federal agencies. Christine Maxwell's software ran on HP servers, reportedly under the oversight from then NSA Director Michael Hayden. That's where things get interesting. Around 2010, the FBI began phasing out IDW and Chiliad. Why? Because that's when we got Palantir Gotham, a powerful data fusion platform backed by Silicon Valley, used by the CIA, ICE, the DoD, and increasingly even the FBI. Chiliad quietly faded away. No press release, no retirement party, but its DNA lives on. Many of the same surveillance capabilities now sit behind modem platforms like Palantir, IBM i2, and even predictive policing tools. Here's what's rarely discussed. The U.S. surveillance state wasn't just built with military contracts. It was also shaped by private tech dynasties like the Maxwells, well before big tech became the face of intelligence. So the next time you hear about Palantir, WEF, or predictive AI, remember this. The roots of these systems go deeper than most think. They started with Chiliad, and with a name you probably didn't expect to find in your FBI file. I mean, this is some serious shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the tentacles go so deep. And that's the reason that I really wanted to talk about Ghislaine Maxwell today, because I really want our viewers to understand just how much their tentacles have reached us, because they are literally in our phones. They're in our IP addresses. They're in our email inbox. I mean, they are watching everything we do, and the name Maxwell is tagged to it.
Well, they can watch this then.
Put it in the comments, guys. I want to know how you feel about this. I want to know your opinions. And I'm going to pull some cards and find out if Ghislaine's dad was a kitty diddler with his own children.
Yeah.
My
Would
Spidey
not
says
surprise me.
yes.
Yeah.
I feel like he trained them and groomed them so that they could be the handlers that they became. We have the Moon card and the Knight of Cups upside down. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so upside down, this card actually means overactive imagination, jealousy, disappointment, moodiness. And then the moon is like hiding secrets and stuff. So yeah, I feel like that actually means that he took out his sexual frustrations on his children in a sick, twisted sort of fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got the Nine of Swords and the Chariot. Deep wounds, betrayal. Yeah. And action. The Chariot is an action card, right? It's moving toward those things. And I do feel like the cards are saying that yes, he did indeed molest his children to train them to be the people he needed them to be, because I think he had it in his mind to build this empire and infiltrate America this way. And sure, he was part of Mossad, so it probably wasn't all his idea alone. right? I
Right.
mean, he probably had help in creating that plan.
Yep.
I have the death card, which is interesting because that thing I just read on X was from Scorpion, and the death card is a Scorpion card. And then we got the moon card again, Four of Wands upside down, which is a need for recovery and healing, right? So, like we said before, a lot of these people that become the perpetrators were the victim to begin with, right? So, yeah, we can hold some space for the fact that Ghislaine and Christine and Isabel and the rest of them probably suffered at the hand of their dad.
Yeah.
We can hold space for that they were a victim once. But when you
Yeah.
become an adult, that
Yeah.
changes everything, because at that point, you decide what you're doing
Yep.
with life. And for them to continue the cycle and go out and find these innocent young people to take advantage of, to steal their innocence from, and to traffic them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, it just, for me, it cancels out. It cancels out what they experienced as a child.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can't find any excuse, if you will,
Yeah.
to forgive it. I think they all need to have the maximum punishment. Any thoughts?
I'm curious what the cards would say, like, about Maxwell. Like, is she gonna, like, what's gonna happen with all this? Like, is she gonna get out of jail by giving over a client list? How is this gonna play out?
All right, I got the Nine of Wands, so I'm gonna say that's a no. She's working hard to make that happen, but
It ain't gonna happen.
I don't feel like it'll happen. No.
Good.
What else?
Um,
And if you guys have questions, type it in the chat box and I'll pull the
yes,
card.
please, because I'm drawing a blank. I'm looking at the chat.
Dr. Ace, they're all just money hungry. Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
I actually got the Knight of Pentacles as you were saying that, and I was agreeing, which is all about the money. All about the money, honey.
Yeah. Well, do we want to ask the cards, if this, like, how this is going to play out for Obama? Like, is this really treason season? Are they about to go down? All of them?
All right. Justice card.
Sure.
Yep.
Yes.
That's a resounding yes. Yeah. All going down.
Is it possible to get a time frame?
Maybe.
I need to know how much popcorn to buy.
Time is fluid. And,
Oh,
and
yeah.
so many different things play into that.
Yeah.
I hate doing time for my customers when they want.
Oh, yeah.
When. Well, we got the Tower card. So I'm going to say soon.
Soon.
House of Cards is coming down, baby.
Yes.
The Tower is crashing. So real soon. Go ahead and purchase your popcorn now. Invest in the stock of popcorn, whatever you whatever you got to do.
Oh my God.
It's coming.
Like, I mean, all this could go down for my birthday, and that would just be great. And that's only like a month away. Yeah.
What date is your birthday?
August 24th.
24th. Yeah, by your birthday, I feel like we're gonna know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, that's Ace of Cups. I feel like by your birthday, we will know.
I can trust the plan a little longer.
Right. It's all good. It's going down.
Yeah.
feel it. I firmly feel it, man.
Mm-hmm. Now we just got to get rid of these textbooks that these assholes are writing and
Right.
shake up the school system.
Right. But that's coming too.
Oh, yeah.
Because Trump did just pull the plug on the Department of Education. He wants to give it back to the states and let them decide what the curriculum is and stuff. So, and he actually gave a shout out several different times to Indiana because Indiana's really great about their education system.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's one thing I'm real proud of being a corn-fed Indiana Hoosier because our education system here is pretty on point.
Yeah.
Even though there's still some what's the word I want to use? Brainwashing.
Mm-hmm.
Brainwashing within some of the curriculum. It is really good curriculum. Our kids do good on the SATs and stuff here. So I think Indiana can run with this and really do a great thing. I think all the states can.
Oh, yeah. And I feel like a lot of stuff should be up to the states. We don't need federal government
Yeah,
dictating everything we do.
right. I feel
You
like
know?
they're too in our business about too much anymore.
Yes, they are.
And that is
And need to
not
get the
what
fuck out.
yeah, that's not what our founding fathers intended for our country at all.
Mm-mm.
So
No.
I'm glad to see him putting so many things back to the original purpose of America. Did you know even his genius coin, whatever he calls it, his Bitcoin,
The
America's
genius bill or whatever.
yeah, the America's version of the crypto or Bitcoin, it's a
Okay.
blockchain coin that is backed by the US dollar. Gold standard dollar.
Okay. Okay.
So there's a
That's
reason it
huge.
calls it genius because it makes our American dollar more valuable, number one,
Mm-hmm.
to the world. And number two, it gives us more ways to use our dollar internationally without having to do conversions and stuff.
Okay.
Right.
Nice. Nice.
So, I mean, it really was genius of him. And you know how I feel about Bitcoin and stuff. But
Yeah.
this was like, again, I have to say, well played, sir. Well played.
Yes.
Well played. He is an excellent chess master.
And I mean, I want to give him kudos for what he's doing with Coca-Cola because I mean, I know they're not good for me, but they're delicious and getting rid of the whatever they use to sweeten it and going back to cane
Fructose
sugar.
corn syrup.
Yeah.
I
And
know.
like getting rid of all the chemicals. Yeah, me too. I got Coke and wine. I'm double fisting.
I actually
Yeah.
have Dr. Pepper today because I really like Dr. Pepper too.
Okay.
But I like Coke and I like RC.
Yeah. And
I really
occasionally
like
I like a
RC.
Pepsi. Occasionally I like a Pepsi.
Oh, I hate Pepsi. I think it tastes like dirt. I think Pepsi and Maxwell House coffee both taste like dirt. I don't like either one of them.
I'm not a coffee drinker. I love the way it smells. Like I love to smell fresh brewed coffee, but I can't choke it down.
Oh man,
It
it's like
would just be sugar and cream. Yeah. This is my coffee right
yeah.
here.
No, I drink my coffee black every morning and every
That's badass.
evening after supper. I have to have a pot of coffee. I love my coffee.
That's gangsta. I'm drinking it black.
I drink it black.
Gangsta.
Yeah,
Yeah. Nice.
that's a true coffee lover, right?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
true coffee lover. Because if you don't really love coffee, then you got to put the other stuff in it to make it taste better.
Right.
Yeah. No, I love my coffee, but I am glad that he's taken the high fructose corn syrup out of
Yeah.
everything and the food coloring dyes that are bad for us, like the red. The red is so bad.
Yes. Yes.
And like all the other countries had banned it already.
I know, right?
Our
Like
FDA
you go
was like, It's okay. And even things that were banned, they were still letting you have them. They weren't enforcing it, and that includes
Mm-hmm.
pharmaceutical drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
My ex-husband, he was prescribed a drug that when I looked it up had been banned by the FDA since the 90s. And I'm like, how are they even being able to still prescribe that to people and the pharmacy give it to you?
Wow.
Like, how does that work? Right? Makes no sense to me.
Crazy.
I know. There
Fucking
it's
crazy.
I feel so targeted. Why they want to
Mm-hmm.
hate on us so bad? We're good people.
And
Like
that's why. That's
why they want
why.
to hate on us?
They're afraid of our light. They didn't want us to wake up to who we are. They didn't want us to wake up to our gifts. Well, it's happening. We're waking up.
Yeah, because I think out of all of the countries through the Great Awakening, we America are the true force to be reckoned with
Yeah.
because we already have these constitutional rights that say we have the right to bear arms and overthrow our government if it's tyranny, tyrannical, and all these different things. We have the right to free speech. We have so many different rights that other countries just really don't have.
Right.
And for
Right.
us to be in the thick of the Great Awakening, like we are a force to be reckoned with.
Oh yeah, we are.
Plus,
Yeah, we
most
are.
of us are like 80s kids too. So we're just like, come get
Mm-hmm.
you some.
Mm-hmm. Bring it. Bring it. Yep.
Bring it.
Yeah.
We ain't
Yeah.
scared.
No. Hell no.
Yeah.
Only thing I'm scared of is frogs. That's it.
You're so cute.
I know. I'm adorable.
God love you. They're the
Yeah.
sweetest things.
No, they're terrifying.
No, frogs are my
It's
friend.
it's a learned behavior. Grew up watching my mom and all my aunts be afraid, so I learned to be afraid. And it's not a fear I plan on facing. Like if I pull up and there's one on the steps, it's like I'm calling my mom and dad, like, you gotta come, dad's gotta come get this and take it away before I can come inside.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Anybody saying anything in the chat?
Not much other than Dr. Ace said that she drinks her coffee black.
Dr. Ace, you're gangster too. That's badass.
Yeah.
Oh
She'll help me
yeah.
drink coffee when she comes to visit.
Yes.
I'm usually the only one to drink the coffee around here. Occasionally, Missy will have a cup of coffee. And once in a while, Bella wants a little, she's got her own little cute, tiny coffee cup.
Oh.
And she gets like a smidge of coffee, and then the rest of it is like milk and sugar.
Yeah.
You know,
So coffee flavored milk.
pretty much. Yeah.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Coffee flavored,
Love it.
very sweet milk.
Yeah,
And yeah,
that's adorable.
sometimes she'll sit and have coffee with mom.
Oh,
It's very cute.
it's your little mini me.
She is.
Absolutely.
My boy ain't having it. He don't want nothing to do with no coffee.
That's okay.
He don't even want it near him. Dr. Ace said her coffee is Death Wish coffee. I've never heard of that. And I don't want to drink something with that name. Stay over there. I don't want no Death Wish. No, no, no.
No death wish.
No, no. I need happy names. I'm very conscious of like when I get a koozie for my canned drinks and stuff, I'm
Yeah.
very conscientious of what wording is on it. I buy glassware that's got very careful wording, t-shirts that have, like I feel like words have power, right?
Oh, they do.
They
They
have so
do.
much power. And so I'm very, very careful what I have that's got words on it. Yeah, I guess that's my superstition. I don't know.
No, there's something to that. I believe there is.
I feel like there is.
Oh yeah.
All right. So what's our takeaway here? What do we hope everybody takes away from what we've told them?
That these people are batshit crazy. They
Check,
need to be taken out.
check.
And they need to, the whole Maxwell family needs to leave our kids alone in every sense of the word. And I don't even have kids, so they don't need to fuck with my cats.
Oh my God. And the what is it, Pink Floyd song, The Wall? Hey,
Another brick and
teacher, leave those
leave
kids
them
alone.
kids alone. Yeah.
It's imperfect since they wrote the fucking textbooks.
Yes.
Ha.
Yes.
Funny. Okay. Yeah, definitely. They need to leave our kids alone. And
Hmm.
oh my God, I hope we're fixing to see all of them get the book thrown at them.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Whew, from our
I
mouth to
want to. I
God's ears.
want to. I want to see the damn client list because there's a fucking list, or else that bitch wouldn't be in jail or
You know,
prison or whatever.
right, right. And we don't even need to see the client list. We just need to see the fucking perp walk.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Exactly. Exactly.
we don't have to have a list. Just
Mm-mm.
go get them. Go get them,
Yeah.
boys.
Go get them.
Round 'em up.
Throw them in prison, and make them scrub dirty toilets and do horrible, disgusting jobs.
With a
You
toothbrush.
know? Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
I agree. Okay. Well, I guess we'll wrap this up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. We
Yes.
appreciate
Thank you for
it very
tuning
much.
in for Monday Madness.
Yay!
Yay.
And Jen, as always, it's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here.
You're welcome, darling. You're welcome. All right, guys. Till next time. Peace out.
Later.